He's saying some more. Well,
Have you ever seen a blueprint break when everything you ever knew, the rules, the systems, the predictable outcomes, shatters in a single moment? 2026 is about to change everything, and we have 5 questions that will define everything you're about to witness. Do you have the courage to hear them? July 2022, Lionel Andres Messi raises a cup that he waited 16 years to touch. He is 35 years old. Everyone said, "This is his moment. He is complete." But Messi didn't say it was the end. He said, "I want to play one more time." Now he is 41. 41. If you haven't grasped it yet, let me be clear. That is a number no one can fight against. Muscles slow down. Time adapts gradually. But, and this is the critical point, experience never filed a resignation letter. Argentina 2026 is not Argentina 2022. Enzo Fernandez, 23. Sharp as a blade. Julian Alvarez, 24. At the peak of his development. They don't need Messi to play. But, and let me be absolutely clear about this, when you fail, do they know what to do? Can they manage the pressure? Can they navigate when the world is screaming? In 2024, Argentina won Copa America, second straight. But you know who didn't play? Messi. And you know what happened? They were fine. Actually, they were more stable than ever. So here is the real question. Has the replacement generation already arrived? Is Messi dead? Not physically, but tactically, strategically as a team? Or does he still have magic left? The magic that can create one moment. Because if he does, if just once, he can shine, Argentina will win. But if he doesn't, the new generation will discover that they never actually needed him, and that will change Argentina forever. There is a boy in Paris. His name is Kylian Mbappé. He is 23 years old. And every time he touches the ball, the entire football world stops to see what happens next. Look at him. Speed without comparison. Technique without limits. Confidence without borders. He knows he's this good, and he knows the world knows it. Now here's the problem. Kylian Mbappé is the chosen one. Not like Messi, who had to prove himself. Even though no one was asking, not like Ronaldo, who had to squeeze every drop of blood to get to where he is. No, he is the chosen one. Since he was a little boy, everyone from Pelé to the biggest analysts said, he will dominate the world. 2026 is the moment of judgment. Because at the World Cup, there are no miracle doctors, no special trainers, no tricks, just the core of the gift. Didier Deschamps, France's coach, he knows one thing. If Mbappé doesn't shine in 2026, it won't be a failure in his career. It will be a responsibility he carries. You see, there's a difference between being chosen and choosing yourself. Messi chose to succeed. Mbappé was chosen to succeed. Can he succeed or fail? It all depends on him. And when all the world's attention is placed on your shoulders, when everyone from Pelé to a 5-year-old in Paris says you will conquer, is that pressure or opportunity? Question: will Mbappé be the conqueror or the conquered? Norway, a Scandinavian country where football is not a religion. Football is a disease. Look at the map. Look at the weather. Look at everything. Every factor of geography says that Norway should not produce a player of world caliber. But then, in the year 2000, a boy was born. His name is Erling Braut Haaland. No one knew it then, but a few years later, everyone would know. Look at the numbers. 36 goals in his first year in the Premier League. Countless records. Speed, power, sensitivity, no filter. Now, let's talk about history. Norway has never gone far in the World Cup. The last time they participated was 1998, 28 years. No one on the current squad has experience. They are carried by Haaland, a player who, if you give him even a little space, will score. And you know what's better? Martin Ødegaard, their midfielder, he is one of the most precise ball creators in the world. So you have an imaginary combination. Ødegaard passes to Haaland, finishes. That is the formula. But here's what everyone forgets. In World Cup history, having one world-class player is sometimes not enough. Look at Maradona in 1978. He was brilliant, but Argentina was brilliant as a system. Look at Pelé in 1970. He was the star, but he was one part of a machine. Haaland is the entire system. He faces Paraguay, a different fortress. He faces the USA, a professional team. He faces Australia, physical warriors. And if he can lead Norway far, if he can defeat these opponents, if he can make Norway reach the knockout stage, then we are not talking about a great striker anymore. We are talking about a legend being born. There is a story in football, a story that is retold every 4 years. This story says, Asia is about to break through. In 2002, more than 20 years ago, everyone said South Korea will go far. They reached the semi-finals. Right then, everyone said this is the trend. But then what happened? No other semi-final from Asia for 24 years. But now 2026 is different. For the first time in history, not one, not two, but three Asian teams have a real chance. South Korea, Son Heung-min. This name simply means victory. He is Tottenham's leading player. He can play in any position. He is a global star. They also have Kim Min-jae, known at Bayern Munich for his clarity and leadership. Japan. You know what's terrifying? Japan can defeat anyone. They proved this in 2022 when they eliminated Germany and Spain. That was not a fluke. That was not luck. That was skill. Takefusa Kubo, a player who can change a match as if he's playing a video game. Uzbekistan. Now, here is a name most people don't know. Fabio Cannavaro. He is one of the greatest defensive legends of all time, and he taught Uzbekistan to defend in a way that all the richest teams in the world fear. They can build a wall, and no one can penetrate it. So, here is the truth. If just one of these three teams reaches the semifinals, that will be a landmark in history. But if this can happen, if Asia can challenge the dominance of Europe, football history will be rewritten. Do you know what's special about 2026? For the first time in history, 48 nations will play. For the first time, 3 host nations, Mexico, Canada, the United States, will share the burden. For the first time, countries you've never heard of can change everything. Jordan just arrived. This is their first time ever. Cape Verde has never gone far. They are about to play. Curaçao, a tiny island with a population the size of one medium city. They are here. You see, this is not just about Messi versus Mbappé versus Haaland. This is about the stories I just told you. Messi trying to shine one last time. Mbappé trying to prove he deserves it. Haaland finally getting his stage, but at the same time, Jordan preparing to grab the spotlight. Cape Verde dreaming of a miracle. Japan trying to repeat history. What is this? This is a moment when world football has no boundaries, when anyone from anywhere can create something. Now, you might ask me, so who will win? But I will tell you this, if you're waiting for me to answer that question, you're asking the wrong question. The real question is, who will you be when you see an unexpected team break the rules? Who will you be when you see a fading legend shine one last time? Who will you be when you see a rising star born right before your eyes? This is not about winning or losing. This is about moments, about what we are about to witness in the weeks ahead. 48 nations, 3 host countries, 1 cup. But the key is not when it ends. The key is, are you ready for what's about to happen? If you can survive these 5 questions, you'll understand this won't be just another tournament, this will be history. Subscribe, because the countdown has started, and you don't want to miss what happens next. There's one more question we didn't answer, one more person who might change everything. Who? Well, that's a story for next time.